What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you, and I do apologize if the sound quality is not the best. It's been a long day for me, but I promised I would get a reaction video up tonight to my first NASCAR race. So believe it or not, this is actually the first race I've watched the full race of from beginning to end. Normally, I would just kind of tune in here or there. I'm also not the biggest NASCAR fan. My dad isn't a NASCAR fan. My mom's not a NASCAR fan. My grandparents don't really care for NASCAR. So exciting to go. As you can see, I picked up new merchandise. This is Joey Logano, born in Connecticut, so I got to represent him, as Heartland Sports is based in Connecticut. All said and done, though, it's an interesting race. New Hampshire Speedway. Obviously, I did post 2 videos today. I'll post another one tomorrow. It'll be of Keselowski doing his celebration. So Keselowski won. He's actually teammates with Logano, so it was always cool. I was rooting for him when it became obvious Logano wasn't going to win. So, it was nice, good day. Obviously, I don't know if you can see it all that well. I did get burned. It's pretty obvious on this arm here. You can see where my Fitbit watch is. So, other than that, it kind of stinks. But a couple of notes, though, as an outsider who's never been to a NASCAR race before today. Yes, we all had masks on until you get to the grandstands. And even then, there was nobody in the row in front of you or behind you. So I was just with my friends. I'm like, we're all in the car together anyway. What does it matter? We're outside. And I had like 4 feet, 5 feet between me and the next guy, who, keep in mind, we're in the same car together anyway. So it didn't really matter if one of us has it, we all have it. And they do test you before going in. They scan your forehead for the temperature. So it was very interesting to go to a race. You couldn't bring any coolers or anything. Normally they'd let you. So we had to bring these clear plastic bags to bring any drinks in. And of course, we brought soda, we brought water, brought a couple adult beverages, nothing crazy though. And oh boy, we had stories about the whole trip, but it's neither here nor there. So as an outsider looking in, it's kind of cool seeing the cars in person. They seem to go slower in person than they do on TV. And that makes sense because the camera angles, that's my first thought. I'm watching, I'm like, is that it? And, it seems like it's going so slow, but then you realize, oh, it's actually going at a decent speed, They're going pretty damn fast. And there were a few little wrecks. If you follow the Twitter, you'll see I did tweet when Kenseth, he crashed 3 different times. And third time's the charm. You're out, there were simple things. He scraped the wall. He had one near bad wreck. And then he hit the same spot again. He's like, all right, I'm done. Kenseth just can't race well in New Hampshire, apparently, because apparently he had a similar problem last year. Again, first NASCAR race, don't really follow NASCAR. I'm not going to do a full recap. It was just interesting, though, different group of people from baseball games and football games, hockey games, you go there and everyone's all supporting, one thing. And, it's the only sport where you're really going to see a ton of shirtless guys. And it was an interesting environment. It was definitely an interesting environment. And, of course, like I said, I got the Logano hat because Joey Logano is from Connecticut. So he would be my favorite driver, him or Ryan Preece. But Logano is more known at this point in time. And it was interesting. Again, it was a long day. So it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it, and if I'm invited next year, I'll definitely go next year. Bring sunscreen this time. It wasn't supposed to be sunny at all, so we didn't think of grabbing any. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll answer. But for the most part, like I said, there were 38 racers. Brad Keselowski won. What the heck's his name? Danny Hamlin got second. I think Truex Jr. got third. Logano was fourth, and then 21 would have been 5th. I don't know his name. For those of you wondering, Bubba Wallace finished middle of the pack. He wasn't anywhere near the top or the bottom. Matt Kenseth, like I said, wrecked. Jimmy Johnson, I think, was 12th, a bigger name there. And it was an interesting race, Jimmy almost got in a wreck. He actually caused a caution. But, pretty much the stage 3, there weren't any major cautions. There was one. We had a point where there was 3 straight cautions, and it got really irritating at that point. Literally probably 2/3 of the grandstands left to go to the bathroom or something because we were getting sick of it. And my friends and I all hung around, but it was interesting. Again, definitely would recommend going to a NASCAR race if you haven't already. Bring sunscreen if you're like me and you burn. I'll tan eventually, but you will be seeing my new hat soon, you know, in future videos. And tomorrow, of course, I will still be doing my MLB breakdown, so definitely stay tuned for that one. But have a good one, guys. Sarah heading out.